It's another absolutely gorgeous afternoon here in South Florida as the Cardinals look to make it 2 of 3 over the Marlins. The Redbirds snapped their 5-game losing streak last night. They're 32-28. Last night, the Cardinals banged out 18 hits. Look at this. The previous 5 games, a total of 12 runs. Last night, 13 as Adam Wainwright picked up the win for St. Louis, and the Cardinals rolled in game number 2. Al Hrabosky, Dan McLaughlin, and welcome to the broadcast booth, and welcome to Cardinals baseball. Al, that was the game that the Cardinals needed. They really just needed to bust out and have a big offensive night, and they got that in game 2.
And amazingly, Albert Pujols, yes, he did stop his hitless streak, but he didn't drive in one of those 13 runs. That's an amazing stat, but he had plenty of support. And last night we said we hope they save some for today because we're going to need it with Wellemeyer on the mound.
Yeah, Wellemeyer against Andrew Miller. Now let's take a look at one of the stars from last night. And how about the shortstop, Brendan Ryan? Well above 300 now in a 4-hit night.
Well, his first career 4-hit night. He had an RBI, he had a stolen base. He's hit .326 from the leadoff spot, and that's where he finds himself today.
So Brendan Ryan in that leadoff spot for the St. Louis Cardinals. Todd Wellemeyer will get the start for St. Louis. On the other side, the Cardinals face Andrew Miller. He was picked up in the deal that sent Cabrera and Willis to Detroit. They're expecting big things from him.
Well, he was very highly touted, a former #1 draft pick, another huge guy. He's 6'7" too. I think we played against guys of this side. The shortest was 6'7".
That's right. So Miller and Wellemeyer here this afternoon. When we come back, we'll talk about how Todd needs to avoid the big innings. We'll do that when we come back. Cook the fish, welly done. That's next. 13th start of the season today and 3rd career start against Florida for Todd Wellemeyer. Always trying to avoid that big inning, obviously.
Oh, and he's had trouble doing that. Left-handers have hit .331 against him with 5 of his 6 home runs. Too many times he's had that big inning, and a lot of times he can't stop the bleeding.
Let's take a look at our Toyota key to the game. Todd Wellemeyer with none on, opponents hitting .252. Here's what we're talking about with runners on, a .352 opponent's average and 43 hits. So he needs to shut down the big inning here this afternoon. Todd Wellemeyer, Andrew Miller, the Marlins, the Cardinals coming up from South Florida in just a bit as we edge closer to day baseball and our first pitch here on Fox Sports Midwest. It's a rubber game here in South Florida between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Florida Marlins. In game 2 last night, a key strikeout for Adam Wainwright. Hanley Ramirez with the bases loaded. Wainwright showed emotion, and he got the win. Rick Ankiel was a single away from the cycle last night. He and Colby Rasmus proved to be the 1-2 punch. If the Cardinals are to take 2 of 3, Todd Wellemeyer has a say in that. He'll get the start this afternoon. Day baseball from Florida is next. Cardinals baseball on Fox Sports Midwest. Day baseball brought to you by Bud Light with just the right taste. It never fills you up. The difference is drinkability. By Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers. By Auto Tire, for the lowest prices in town, we shop the competitors so you don't have to. And by Chevy, see your Mid-America Chevy dealers or shop and compare at stlchevy.com. Warm sunshine. Not many clouds in the sky, but as we've seen here down in South Florida, that can change in the blink of an eye. Rain can come on through and have an afternoon shower, which it does normally every day. But it's a rare midweek day baseball game for the Florida Marlins. Basically, this is the first time that they have done this since their inception back in 1993. Let's take a look at the lineup for Tony La Russa. Brendan Ryan, Rick Ankiel, and Albert Pujols, then Ryan Ludwig, Nick Stavanoa, Tyler Green, Jason LaRue, Todd Wellemeyer, and Brian Barden. Andrew Miller picked up from Detroit, former 6th overall pick, and his numbers brought to you by Marshall Wireless, a record of 2-2.
Dan, he still has a very live arm. He's still extremely young, 23 years of age, and you know, he just doesn't have the consistency in the strike zone with his fastball, curveball, or changeup. But any given day, he could come out there and throw a gem, or he could be part of the maturing process and struggle.
A look at the defense around the horn. Coughlin, Ross, Hermida in the outfield. Along the infield, Wes Helms. Bonifacio moves from third to short. Uglett second. Gloat is at first. Miller and Paulino, the battery today. Auto Tire Marlins defense. And here's Brendan Ryan, fresh off a 4 for 5 night last night. And the first pitch is popped up. 12-11 with our first pitch here in Florida. Bonifacio puts it away for the first out. One pitch, one away. Cardinals are trying to make it 8 straight series wins over the Florida Marlins with a win today. And here's Rick Ankiel hitting .246, 4 home runs, 17 RBIs. He was just the single shy of the cycle last night.
Big night for him. He did it the last 3 at bats. He got those 3 extra base hits.
0-1 pitch to Rick. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Remember we saw Andrew Miller in interleague play?
Yes, we did. And, you know, that was right after he initially came up. 6'7". And he did turn 24 in May. He's a Florida native.
Ouch.
And boy, are they acquiring tall pitchers here.
2-2.
You bet. 2 6'7" and a 6'8" starter against the Cardinals this series.
The Cardinals get a little deeper on their bench today. Joe Thurston has returned. We'll get more on that with Jim Hayes in just a moment. That's outside. And the count is 3-2 with 1 out, nobody on Ricky Ankiel.
Just a matter of hours how you change the offense.
Isn't that the truth? There's a base hit. Ball really jumping off his bat the last couple of games. So base hit for Rick Ankiel. Let's check in with Jim. And Joe Thurston, Jim, we understand, has returned.
Yeah, back from the Sacramento area where he and his wife Raquel gave birth to a baby girl. The name Jaylee Olivier. She's 8 pounds 10 ounces, and she was actually born late Tuesday. Very healthy. Everybody very happy, Dan. Well,
Jim, I know you had a chance to visit with Dave McKay, who's standing there over the first base coach of the pregame show. And this is Albert Pujols. One of the things that he's told both of us is that with every pitch, he will time it to the plate. And he's doing that right now, isn't he?
Yeah, he has a stopwatch, and he has information on every single pitcher. When he sees a new pitcher, he loads that into his database so that he has an idea how long it takes for a pitcher to deliver the ball to the plate so the runner has a better advantage.
And he's also working with Colby Rasmus in the outfield. That's something else he got into as well.
Yeah, you talked about it a little bit. He talks about Colby Rasmus getting as good a jump on the ball when he's in the outfield as any of the Cardinal outfielders, so much so that because he glides, it almost looks like it's a little too effortless, but he says Colby is always hustling.
Here's the 0-1 to Pujols, and that's a strike. 0-2. Thank you, Jim. 1 out, runner at first, 0-2 on Albert, who finally got a base hit last night.
Didn't drive in a run.
Isn't that hard to believe? Yeah. With 18 hits and he doesn't drive in a run?
He was 0 for 15. Skid last night, the longest since his career high 0 for 17 back in 2001.
Albert strikes out. First strikeout for Miller, and it brings in Ryan Ludwig. There's a lot of ways to look at what's going on here with Ludwig. And that's the first strikeout for Miller. For a guy to get on track, Al, a lot of players will say, I need to play. And he will get a lot of playing time this weekend with the lefties coming up.
I just think you got to leave him in the lineup. You know, it was his choice, and apparently he declined to go on the rehab assignment, and I don't understand that.
Ludwig slices one into right center for a base hit, and Keel all the way to third. And Ludwig now 2 for his last 2. He came in as a pinch hitter last night and singled, and picks up a base hit here as he fought it off on the inside portion of the plate, it looked like.
Yeah, he kind of inside outs it a little bit, fights it off. That's the one thing they say of Miller. He consistently can't get in on guys. A lot of pitchers are going to be in middle. You know, he does have an electric arm, but he will give you opportunities because he doesn't have the consistency with the curveball or the changeup. So you're going to see a lot of fastballs. Be ready for him.
Here's Nick Stavanoa, who's been terrific off the bench for the Cardinals. Gets a start today that will slice and head towards the Marlins bullpen. and bounce into the seats. Nick, the 27-year-old that played at LSU, 12 RBIs and 52 ABs. And he initially made his first start when Ludwig was injured and put on the DL after hurting his hamstring against the Pittsburgh Pirates. First and third. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Saw Stavanoa in spring training and again late last season. It wasn't not that impressive after having a great season at Memphis last year. He was the lone all-star representative and hit .337.
And he lines that out of play. Now Stavanoa is in the 5th spot. Colby Rasmus, who has been the cleanup man, is on the bench with the lefty. And Colby, a 9-game hitting streak coming into play here this afternoon.
Stavanoa has looked much better since he's come up this time when Ludwig went on the disabled list, and quickly he got those 12 RBIs, including 4 game winners.
And that's lined into left field. Base hit. 1-0 Cardinals. Stavanoa, a 2-out single. Nick Stavanoa picks up the RBI, his 13th.
And the Cardinals pick up where they left off last night as he scored 13 runs on 18 hits. Big 2-out base hit by Stavanoa. And there's that fastball and turn on it. Line drive over the shortstop's head. Another pitch, you know, that he's trying to get in, doesn't get in far enough.
And it brings in Tyler Green, first and second for the Cardinals. Tyler is at shortstop today. He's played third base the first 2 games of the series. This inning is kind of a microcosm of what took place in the ball game. The entire game last night with Pujols not contributing, but the rest of the team chipping in. And we've said that time and again, someone else outside of Albert Pujols needs to pick it up. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Green is in his familiar spot today at shortstop. Brendan Ryan will be at second, and Brian Barden gets the start at third. An unhappy Albert Pujols on that bench.
Remember, it's okay to be grumpy. Be angry. Take it out on the Marlins.
That's lined and foul.
Tyler had a career high 3 hits last night, and our event staff left
that's
down
not
the
a
left field line trying to get out of the way, but get the carom.
That's not a ball boy. That's event staff.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't have the glove. He's got the headset.
He's embarrassed himself.
He doesn't want to rub it, but he's going to have to pretty soon because it hurts.
He picks up the chair, does everything he's instructed, but couldn't get out of the way of the carom. Got to watch the ball.
Even the event staff gets upset. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be frustrated. 2-2.
Last night Tyler had 3 hits, and the Cardinals returned to offense.
Grew up in Fort Lauderdale. A lot of family and friends here today. Made his debut in Washington. And that's blocked nicely by Ronnie Paulino. So runners off with this next pitch. 3-2 with 2 outs. And career first last night. We had a bunch of them. Brendan Ryan 4-hit game. Rasmus 3 RBI game with 1 swing of the bat in the first. A 3-run homer. Tyler Green 3-hit game. Ankiel was just the single away from the cycle, and Chris Perez struck out the side.
First time without allowing the hit for Perez striking out the side.
Did have a walk, and that's a strikeout. Second in the inning for Andrew Miller. And the Cardinals with a 2-out base hit from Nick Stavanoa after a half inning. 1-0. 1-0 St. Louis. Nick Stavanoa, 2-out base hit. As we move to the bottom of the first. And here's a look at the Marlins batting order. Chris Coghlan, Emilio Bonifacio, and Wes Helms here in the first inning. Hermida, the walk-off home run in game 1, homered again last night. He's got 2 in this series. Then Ugla, Glode, Ross Paulino, and Andrew Miller hitting 071. The pitcher facing Todd Wellemeyer of the St. Louis Cardinals. His numbers brought to you by Marshall Wireless. A record of 5-6 for Todd.
It's a lot of hits. All batters are batting nearly 300 against him, but lefties have been the biggest problem .331 average. Talk about it how Wellemeyer has one bad inning that has really sunk him, and for whatever reason he's pitched better on the road.
Here's a 1-0 pitch, and that's popped up. Is it playable? LaRue will give it a look and runs out of room. LaRue, and Tony won't say he is his personal catcher, but when Todd Wellemeyer's on the mound, Jason LaRue happens to be behind the plate.
They tried to break that trend. I think this is 4 consecutive games that they have worked together. Tried to break the last time, but then Molina had some little situation, and then of course with the night game last night and a quick early turnaround, it made sense to have Jason work with him again today.
1-1 pitch. Peter Kozma, by the way, the Cardinals' former first-round pick, Class AA shortstop, had a grand slam and a single shy of the cycle for Springfield last night. He was 3 for 4, and the Cardinals had an 8-6 win.
It's amazing. I know every day you wait to see that report and check out Peter and
specifically
Peter and everyone else.
Right. And I got it, and I was very happy this morning. Made my day. 2-2 on Coughlin. Former infielder trying to play left field. Chased the ball, slaps it out of play.
Coughlin's been a much better hitter since they moved into the leadoff spot. He's batted .293, where his other spots in the order, 8th and 9th, he's batted combined .206. So whatever reason, this has helped him out.
Down and in. That's the other thing with Wellemeyer. It just seems like nothing ever comes very easy for him. At times he's had starts where they've been smooth, but such a big, strong guy seems to have to wear down a little bit. And
it's a very good point.
You know, it's a lot of 3-2 counts when Wellemeyer's out there. That is slicing out to left, and the catch will be made by Stavanoa. Hot, warm day like this, though, Al. We haven't played in heat like this, and it's extremely hot on the field. Maybe he wears down a little bit quicker here today. Defense brought to you by Auto Tires. Stavanoa, Ankiel, and Ludwig in the outfield. Barden, Green, Ryan, and Pujols on the infield. And the battery, of course, Wellemeyer and LaRue. Auto Tire, Cardinals defense.
So important to hydrate yourself properly. And you know, Todd was talking about that the last couple days. To make sure you get a lot of fluids in your body.
Here's a switch hitter. Bonifacio got off to a great start. It was the talk of the major leagues. Remember that first couple of weeks that he had for the Marlins.
Really, it was first couple games. He hit almost 600. But since that time, it's just a little bit above 2.
2 balls and no strikes. Cardinals have elected to keep Brad Thompson in the starting rotation. Dave Duncan saying the other day that he has earned that right with the way that he has pitched. Now, he hasn't gone deep into games, but they feel he's pitched well in that spot. The guy that is missing right now, obviously, Kyle Loge, he's on the DL, and he was telling me the other day they're just not sure, the exact problem of the injury, and it's in his forearm. It's not his shoulder. It's not his elbow. Bonifacio hits it in the air. That's the last thing he wants to do to center field. Series win streak. Cardinals and Marlins. Take a look at this. The Cardinals since 2005, 17 wins, 7 for the Florida Marlins. And the starters ERA, that really stands out. 2.93. Also the runs scored. 41 runs difference between the two teams since 2005.
I always talk about how the starter sets the tone, and if you get a well-pitched game from your starter, you're usually going to win that one.
Here's Wes Helms. Takes a pitch outside.
Get 7 innings out of your starter. Everything falls in place for your bullpen.
Cardinals head to Cleveland tonight. Joel Pinheiro will get the start against David Huff tomorrow.
And Fish, they go north to Toronto.
Roy Halladay's waiting.
Oh, isn't that, gee, you get to go up there and face arguably the best pitcher in the game.
And think about, Al, at one point, the Blue Jays, within like 3 or 4 years, Pat Henkin was still coming basically at the tail end of his prime of his career. He was still very good. You had Holiday, you had Chris Carpenter, you had Roger Clemens. Pretty good pitching.
I was talking with Mark Wiley, the pitching coach for Florida, 2 days ago, and he brought up the fact that Henke told him, at the time when the Cardinals signed Carpenter, he was lobbying for his Baltimore Oriole team to do that, but he was just saying that he is the perfect pickup. There you see the pitching coach in the middle there. He just said that he's a pro's pro, and that that was just going to be a tremendous pickup for the Cardinals, and it has been.
Well, he's been unbelievable. When he's healthy, he is the best pitcher in the game, arguably. Now, the folks in Toronto might have a differing viewpoint on that with Halladay, and folks in New York might say, well, wait a minute, you got Johan Santana, you got CC Sabathia.
Go ahead and put them all in one hand, and it's pretty good. We said arguably.
See, that's where you get that leeway. You say arguably, then people can't pin it on you. They can't say, hey, you said he's the best.
And you also said when he's healthy.
When healthy, that's right.
But to me, he is such a, an intense competitor that everybody else, he elevates everybody else around him.
Here's a 2-2 pitch again. I'll say this, when he is healthy, he's the one guy, and I will stick to this, I'd want to see on the mound. If I'm managing that team, I want to go with Chris Carpenter. Now, I'm biased. I've seen him a lot.
Yeah, but Dan, isn't that what every athlete wants to be told is, that question, a money pitcher or had to win one game. Who do you want on the mound? For us, it's Carpenter. And, that's the highest compliment that a player can receive.
Little bullpen on the side today. And, the players, when you're in the clubhouse or you watch before games during batting practice, Carpenter is always talking to the other guys, trying to impart what he knows about the game to help out the younger players, and is willing to do it. Good at bat here by Wes Helms.
And it's not always that you have all the answers, but sometimes someone can say something a different way and it clicks with you, that that you can communicate. You could tell a guy the same thing over and over, but you may hear it from somebody else, and then all of a sudden he gets it.
2-2 pitch, and Wellemeyer's going to win this battle. Another fly ball, 3 fly ball outs. Ludwig is there, puts it away with 2 hands. 7, 8, 9. LaRue, Wellemeyer, Barden coming up 1-0 after 1. Fox Saturday Baseball features the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cleveland Indians. Game 2 of that 3-game set. Mets, Yankees, another game, as well as the White Sox and Brewers. Fox Saturday Baseball, 4 Eastern, 3 Central, only on Fox. Cardinals will be on national television this Saturday, and on Sunday they'll be the Sunday night game. Here's LaRue.
Jason's hit .321 when he's been in the starting rotation. Excuse me, he's starting the game, and the Cards are 6-2.
Well, it can't be easy to keep yourself sharp when you've been normally an everyday player. Now, this is his second year with the Cardinals as a backup to Molina. But with the Cardinals, the way that they want their backups to work, it's a lot of bullpen work, it's a lot of meetings, and staying sharp on your own.
Yeah, you really have to get involved with the pitching staff. And Tony and Dave Duncan probably put more pressure and criticism on their catchers. They love Molina, but they also love Jason LaRue because he knows that Yachty is the #1 guy. I've got to be ready, and he put in all that time working with working with the pitchers, learning the assignments, how to call a game, how to get guys out, the game plan. And yet you don't do a lot of it between the white lines.
With as much scouting and information and video that they have, at times do you think it's too much? I think some players might say it is.
I think for some players, but I think it's most beneficial for the pitcher and catcher.
A check swing, and he did not go, so LaRue is still alive.
Of course, getting rewarded. Remember we had the pooches in the park? He adopted, was it the Bull Mastiff? It was a little puppy that only weighs about 150 pounds.
Well, if it's up to Tony, that's an automatic contract extension.
And he told me that it was an extremely well-bred dog out of Europe. And the owner got engaged, and it got the ultimate demand, either dog or me.
And now LaRue's got a dog.
And LaRue's got a dog, and Tony knows that guy will never play for him.
Here's Wellemeyer's hitting 174, no home runs, no RBIs. And the first pitch is a strike. You watch Miller throw, it's pretty free and easy, isn't it?
Yeah, for 6'7", you know, it's sometimes guys look awkward, but he does look pretty comfortable. And he looks like he can repeat his delivery.
And that's what I mean. He's not the prototypical guy that's 6'1", 6'2", but at 6'7", you watch him throw, it's pretty fluid.
Yes. And that's most of the time somebody that big, they get real mechanical, but he's not, you know, he looks like he can put on a little weight. And he has that electric arm. It's just the consistency of hitting his spots.
Randy Johnson, his first year in the league, led the league in walks. Did it again in the second year. Did it again in the third year. It took him a long time to get control. He always had it, you know, as far as throwing hard, but could he spot it? And could he have control? And he didn't really learn that until about midway through his career.
And you look at how Randy throws, you know, it just hides the ball well and slings it up there.
I always go back to John Kruk in the All-Star game, facing Randy Johnson with one that went over his head.
And I think that's, you kind of get the idea that that's when it was in the exhibition stage, because they had a lot of fun with it. And, you know, now it's taken more seriously. But
Tony La Russa has been a part of 5. His first time was as a coach back in 1984. The thing that he was telling me yesterday is that the All-Star game just represented the greatest players on the planet coming together, a collection of all this talent. And he kept mentioning the workout more so than the game. As Barden hits it sharply to third, backhanded by Helms, makes a nice play. Cardinals go in order. Hermida, Ugla, Glode coming up against Wellemeyer. Well, if you're traveling and can't catch the Cardinals TV broadcast, catch all the action on your computer at MLB.tv. Catch over 100 live out-of-market games per week. For complete details, visit STLCardinals.com, where baseball is always on. Here's Hermida, walk-off home run in Game 1, homered again in Game 2 last night, now with 7 on the year. They've got a collection of pretty good young talent here, but like we saw in the at-bat with their shortstop last night against Wainwright, at times they say that this is a lineup that strikes out too much and probably takes too many pitches.
Sometimes you'll get in a situation with runners in scoring position, and they just, you know, going up there and looking at fastballs right down the middle and not being aggressive. And that's what we saw from Ramirez last night with the bases loaded, but he has not been the only one that's been guilty of that.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. 1-2 is the count.
Tim Presley is their hitting coach. That's right there, number 17. It's good, you know, good staff. You know, Freddie Gonzalez has been around a long time and got great respect for him.
And this is popped up. Brendan Ryan doesn't see it. Doesn't matter. Pujols is there. Foul territory, and a base picks up the first out. Here's Freddie Gonzalez.
And it used to be that a manager would hire a coaching staff that would be his drinking buddy, and just nobody really a threat to him. And now when you go to war, you take the best, you know, soldiers with you.
Well, next week, June 17th, Game 2 of the 3-game series with Detroit will be in the Champions Club. And you also have 2 seats in the actual broadcast section, plus a photo opportunity. Learn more at STLCardinals.com/auction. Looking forward to the Champions Club next week. That's going to be a lot of fun for us.
A lot of fun. And there is an auction right online that somebody can get a pair of those seats.
We could sit right next to you.
Oh. Yeah, Joe Buck and I did a game from the bleachers.
That was probably fun.
Well, you know what, it was fun when the Cardinals were leading by 8 or 9 runs. Later in the game, the other team mounted a comeback, and our notes had blown away. The fans were basically sitting in our lap, and you felt like you couldn't see home plate. So it kind of, you felt like it wasn't the best environment to give the fans at home what they wanted, but it was different.
2-2. Only a few seats remain, and if you haven't been to the Champions Club, they can make that a real special night. We'll be there and we'll have some fun. It's got 2 carving stations, flat screen TVs, over 40 of those. They've got all the other games going around in the major leagues.
And Ricky Horton is going to be with us, so periodically one of us will take a break so we can really walk around, meet and greet all the fans, take pictures or do whatever they want, autographs, and just a great experience. But you and I, when we're not working the game, that's the best place for us to go.
2-2 pitch. Lined into center field. First base hit for the Marlins. Off the bat of Ugla. So again, the Champions Club. Find out more at STLCardinals.com and welcome inside. That's a look when you first walk in. A couple of full service bars. They stay open, by the way, for the entire game. It does not shut down after the 7th.
I wasn't aware of that, but I wasn't talking to the expert.
I just heard from fans, Al. I'm out always talking to the fans.
Oh, I thought maybe you heard from the Reverend.
Reverend Horton.
Yeah.
So STLCardinals.com to get your tickets. We're going to have a lot of fun. 1 out and a runner at first. And that's fouled back.
I'm looking forward to that. So, the best part about it is, a hot day like this, you could go inside the air conditioning, not miss any of the action, watch it on TV, and kind of take a little breather. And then when you're revived, you go back out to your assigned seats.
I know the Cardinals want to make sure that folks go online to check that out. And this is hammered into deep right field, and the Marlins go on top. A 2-run homer by Glow. His second of the year. 2-1 Florida.
We talk about the left-handed bats giving Wellemeyer trouble. He's allowed now 7 home runs, 6 of them off the bat of a left-hander, and they batted better than .330 against Todd. Trying to avoid, but that ball missed the location, just down and in, right in his wheelhouse, and he caught it. Glode getting a chance to play as Cantu, again experiencing some problem with his cholesterol medication causing dizziness.
We talked about it during the open, Al. The fact is, Wellemeyer with runners on, the numbers aren't where they need to be.
Well, he cleared the bases.
Base is empty. Go back to work.
That's all you can do.
You're always thinking of the bright side of things.
I said you have to have a short memory.
Yes, you do. This is just a little bit low. I was about to say, though, I know the Cardinals really want fans to know that you can vote for your favorite Cardinal player at STLCardinals.com up to 25 times with the All-Star game in St. Louis.
And I guess really the thing is other cities are stuffing the ballot boxes, so we got to help our guys out. Albert is leading. He's leading, and Yachty still has a lead, but I mean, Albert may at least getting to the point where, he may pass him in votes. Not at his position, but we're talking about the most votes by a National Leaguer.
2 balls and 1 strike. Ryan Franklin will be in that conversation too.
And vote all the Cardinal players.
And that's pulled foul. By the way, next week as well, Thursday, it's a 7:15 first pitch against Detroit, the Thursday game. Game 3 of that series. It's the Bank of America All-Star Game lapel pin night from 1957. Those are great. It's a collectible of 5. And that'll be next Thursday. There's another guy you should talk about, no question about it.
Can't vote for him.
But we can. We could talk about it at least, and that's Chris Carpenter. And I brought it up a couple of weeks ago. Again, if this is truly a game that you're trying to win, it's not an exhibition, Chris Carpenter should be on the staff.
Because you're saying that you want your best chance to defeat the American League and have home field advantage in the World Series.
Exactly right. So here's a look at the leaders by position. Braun, Beltran, Ibanez, then David Wright, Jimmy Rollins, Chase Utley, Albert, Yadier Molina.
A little more than 2,000 votes separates Pujols and Utley for the highest vote total.
Here's a ground ball hit to short, out at second, on to first, double play as Ross hit the deck. Ross Clode trying to break up the double play. He's a little shy though of the bag.
You know, he must have thought that Brendan Ryan was going to have his normal sidearm delivery, so you want to get underneath it, and that time he throws over the top.
But most times you'll see guys kind of peel off. They don't slide. Or rather, that was Cody Ross on the slide, so you know, they'll peel off instead of sliding like that. But either way, he was making sure he got out of the way.
But that's how middle infielders, now they can defend themselves if a runner gets down on top of them, wants to take them out on a double play. You just drop down, you throw that, and let them eat the ball.
Brendan Ryan, Rick Ankiel, and Albert Pujols for the Cardinals. Had a letter the other day from a big Cardinal fan, Tracy Heron. Tracy says she is the biggest Albert Pujols fan out there, and she wants to know.
She's the only one, too.
Yeah, that's right. She's not in select company. There's a lot of Albert Pujols fans, but Tracy Heron was asking about Pujols, and is he really the kind of guy off the field that we hear about? I think we can say the answer is yes. I mean, a lot of the things that he does away from the baseball field are quiet, that you don't hear about. Some of them you do, but always willing to give up his time to the community and to the kids.
You see Albert away from the ballpark.
It's a different guy.
Unbelievably relaxed and gracious, and you know, so civic-minded. And that reminds me that on Monday, the off day, he's going to have his Albert Pujols All-Stars playing a game out at the Mike Matheny Field, and a selection of our group of the Down syndrome kids that will be playing AJ's team. And we're looking for revenge because last year they beat me up.
They gave up a lot of runs.
17 runs they scored against me. I think they made fun of me too, Dan, just like you.
I don't do that, Al. I have total respect.
No, they did it to my face.
You know what? You're going to find out that I'm the one that came up with the trivia question tonight, or I should say this afternoon, out of my respect for your playing career.
And I already read it. But thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Rick Ankiel, 129, first 11 games against the Marlins, and this series really has hit the ball well. I mentioned how the ball is jumping off his bat. It's just got a little different sound, a little different look to it here in this series.
He's starting 4 for 31 the first 11, and then in this series 6 for 9. He has hit for the cycle, you know, between last night and his first at bat tonight. Really, the last 4 at bats he hit for the cycle. 3 last night, and the single he was lacking last night he got in the first inning.
Here's a 1-2 pitch. Rick with some family and friends here in Miami. Born and raised here in Florida. 2-2 the count with 1 out, nobody on. By the way, wait till you see that Mike Matheny Field. You're going to love it. He's done a great job with the Catch 22 Foundation, and it's a field for folks that are physically disabled. So wheelchair accessible, and
right,
you can get the wheelchairs out on the field. 3-2 pitch. Waves at it and strikes out. So Ankiel is 1 for 2, and that's 4 strikeouts for Andrew Miller. That brings in Pujols.
Since the first inning, he's starting to get it dialed in. There's a good breaking ball there. Able to keep it away. And he's retired 6 in a row.
First pitch down and into Pujols.
Albert was his first strikeout victim. And fishing for a breaking ball.
1-1. Tony La Russa yesterday, prior to the game, talked about the contributions of Hal McRae and Mike Eldreddy, the assistant hitting coach, and Hal being the hitting coach of the Cardinals. That's backhanded by Ugla. Takes a hit away from Pujols. Albert 0 for 2. Talk about Hal McRae when we come back. Cardinals baseball on Fox Sports Midwest is brought to you by Kia Motors. To learn more, visit kia.com. By Aflac, we've got you under our wing. And by the Casino Queen, home of the loosest slots. Andrew Miller leads it off. Gorgeous afternoon here in Miami. And the first pitch is a strike underway here in the bottom of the third. I mentioned Hal McRae, and he was talking about how guys right now are just in between, meaning they're a little bit behind on the fastball, a little bit out in front of the off-speed pitches.
I asked Mike Eldreddy last night after the game. I said, who was the hitting coach? He said, Hal. Last night. He goes, I was the coach of the 5 previous games.
Miller slaps it the other way, and it drops in for a base hit in front of Stavanoa. An 071 hitter picks up a leadoff hit.
His second hit this season, his 4th career hit. He's now 4 for 50 in his illustrious career.
It's base hits from 4 of the last 5 hitters for the Marlins.
And another left-handed hitter.
Coghlan trying to learn that new position left field, also trying to learn to be a leadoff man. Typically in the minor leagues he was hitting 3rd or 4th. Hanley Ramirez, their normal leadoff man the last couple of seasons, has dropped down. And here's a ground ball pulled foul.
When they had Juan Pierre and Luis Castillo, 2 leadoff men right back to back.
It's like watching Reyes and Castillo of the Mets. Right. Joe Torre was saying that Juan Pierre again will be the odd man out once Manny Ramirez returns. And Ramirez and the Dodgers in a little bit of hot water as he addressed the media in the Dodgers clubhouse a couple of days ago, and per MLB rules, because of his suspension, he's not supposed to do that.
Right. It said it won't happen again, as probably was in the locker room and they scheduled time when they opened up for the media, and writers see him there, and that's where he had the quote, I didn't kill anybody, I didn't rape anybody.
Liner that's caught by Ryan and takes a hit away. So a line out, a shot off the bat of Coghlan. Another good play there by Brendan Ryan.
It really was. Just see where his position is. So he is about 3 steps up the middle and then reaching back and catching it, hoping the pitcher would be running on the play and get an easy double play, but Miller alert to it and got back. You mentioned earlier when last time up, Bonifacio, hitting the ball in the air, and they're saying that that's what he's doing, just uppercut swing, hitting a lot of balls in the air when he should be chopping down and utilizing his great speed.
And he does have great speed. As we saw in the first game, he was flying around the base paths. And with Washington and Arizona, hits it in the air again. A ball that was low. And an easy put out there for Ann Keel, and it brings in Wes Helms, who flied to right his first time up.
You've got a breaking ball, and you look at the swing. Just, way out in front, and just the little slight uppercut. As a pitcher, you got a guy like Bonifacio. He gets the ball in the air, it's an out. As Helms now, a little different story.
He does have 1 RBI, or rather 1 home run, 11 RBIs, and 0 for 1 here today. Cardinals will have Ludwig, Stavanoa, and Green coming up in the 4th inning. Very warm afternoon here in Miami. Cardinals will get back into interleague play starting tomorrow night. Joel Pinheiro and David Huff. Huff 1-2. Pinheiro is 5-6. Brad Thompson, Tomaoka in game 2. And how about the pitching pairing on Sunday night? Chris Carpenter, who's won a Cy Young Award. Cliff Lee, who's won the Cy Young Award. Lee is 3-6. Carpenter 4-0. It's a great matchup. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Another fly ball into right field. Ludwig going back to make the catch. And the Marlins strand their first runner of the afternoon. Ludwig leads it off when we return. Next telecast is at 5:30 tomorrow night on Fox Sports Midwest. Joel Pinheiro 5-6 and Huff 1-2 will get the start. David Huff of the Cleveland Indians. Pinheiro making his 12th start, and that'll be his second since he skipped a start because of back spasms. On the air at 5:30 on Fox Sports Midwest. Here's Ryan Ludwig. And that pitch is on the inside corner. Ludwig with the base hit, his first time up.
You were talking about Hal McRae and his assessment of some of the guys. It was, you really thought of Ludwig.
Being late on the fastball.
And a little bit late and a little bit ahead of the breaking pitches. But you know, it's one of those deals you're going to have to play yourself back into your good timing. And I don't think it's going to take him that long.
But you got to play.
You got to play. And you know, he's a guy that you know, has a track record that shows that he could be a difference maker. Give him a little vote of confidence, and just where he doesn't feel like he has to pick up a month's worth of production.
It's 5 strikeouts for Miller. Now, Tony had the decision whether or not to start Colby Rasmussen. He went with Ann Keel today in center field. Both those guys swinging the bat well. Colby has the 9-game hitting streak, and Ann Keel, I think it's more of a situation, let's keep him going because we need him to get going.
Well, that's it. You need Ann Keel. You need Ludwig. You need Albert. You need Molina. You need all of, you need a bunch of guys to get going like they were last night. You get all the big guns. You know, with more money comes more responsibility. But you do that, then the guys like Brendan Ryan and Tyler Green and Stavanoa, they can just fit right in and pick up the slack, but they know they don't have to carry the load.
Stavanoa has an RBI base hit with 2 outs back in the first. And he hits a high fly ball out to center. And this was misplayed, but Ross will make the catch.
What do you mean? That's the way they teach it.
They do?
Well, we thought he misplayed a ball last night that he allowed to get over his head and somehow get over his head. And then here with the high sky, not a cloud in the sky, it's really tough. Watch him come in on this, and then he's going, where is it? Then he goes back, but athletic enough to where he can take his eye off it, pick it back up, and make the catch.
Well, we can't blame that he's, not prepared for the sun.
He's got the sunglasses, and he's got about a month's worth of eye black. I've never seen quite that much. I still love it when you get a guy at night that says he lost it in the moon.
And that's put out by the third baseman, Wes Helms. Midway through 4, and it's a 2-1 game. It's time to bring you up to speed with the AT&T Rapid Rewind. AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world delivered. Next road trip will take us through Kansas City and the New York Mets. Seemed to be a foregone conclusion that Zach Greinke would be the Cy Young Award winner after the first couple of months. Justin Verlander now has thrown his name into consideration. Boys, he pitched well.
Long season.
It sure is. But he picked up another win last night over the White Sox and was dominating in doing so. Off the glove of Brendan Ryan and into right field. That might be one of those plays where Pujols goes too far to his right, because if Ryan comes up with it, it's a very close play at first base.
And it looked like Wellemeyer was slow in covering too, so I think it's going to be a base hit. You know, Wellemeyer was breaking right there, but kind of goes in between, scored a base hit. See how far out on the grass Brendan Ryan is. Another left-handed hitter getting a base hit.
So that's 5 hits today. 2-1 game. The difference has been the home run by Glode. Here's Ugla. Singleton scored on that home run. He's been seeing breaking ball after breaking ball on the outside portion of the plate. They're trying to leave nothing middle or in, but everything away. Firestone leaderboard at the top of the screen. The hit leaders.
Tejada was at the top, right?
Reported today that the Cardinals may have some interest in Tejada. He's had a very good year. Makes a hefty salary, and Houston apparently is looking to unload some of that salary.
He play third base.
1 ball, 1 strike.
De La Rosa hit a grand slam, I believe, last night for his 10th home run of the season. Another name rumored.
Here's a 1-1 pitch on its way. Ugla pulls it off the glove of the third baseman Barden, a base hit. First 2 have reached base. Brings in Glode, who homered. Another tough chance for one of the Cardinal infielders.
Hard hit. He tries to backhand it, and sometimes when you backhand it and go to your knees, you know, you're really at the mercy, and that ball took a hop that came up a little higher than what he expected, and couldn't backhand it and keep it in the glove.
First and second and nobody out for the Marlins, leading 2-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Outfield is deep and straight away. It is a very, very spacious outfield here at this ballpark, which has been built for football, but they needed a place to play baseball. They've been here since 1993.
In the circumstances, I guess they've made the best configuration that they could.
Break ground in a new stadium next month. Big out here, popped up. Infield fly roll, and Brendan Ryan puts it away for the out, the first of the 4th inning.
Wellemeyer has trouble trying to get in on the hands of a left-hander, and see that ball as is kind of drifting back towards the middle, so you know, he more so the hitter jammed himself than the pitch. You know, he's got a good slider, but sometimes you've got to make sure that that's down and in for a ball when you're throwing it, and you can't really have the same release point because it would hit a left-handed hitter.
Cody Ross, the hitter. A chance of Cody here at the ballpark. They really like this guy because of his flair in the outfield and some of his defensive plays this year.
Marlins payroll is $3 million less than what Alex Rodriguez is making this year.
Wellemeyer would love the double play. Deep center field. Ankiel is back to the wall. He leaps and he got it. Fires it back into the infield, and a great catch by Rick Ankiel.
Dan, we have been noticing that since Rick has come back from his horrific injury and hitting his head first into the wall, that he's been a little shy around the wall, but not in this case. So he went back there, tried to time his jump. It would have went off the wall, but you know, he was not worrying about it at all. And did he break his belt?
Great catch by Ankiel, and now there's 2 outs. It is spacious out there in center field. 434 over his right shoulder. There's that little gap that jets out. Now, one of the issues on that play, if you're looking at it from the Marlins perspective, is that Hermida did not tag up from second base. You can make a case that both should have tagged up, but
yeah, even on Ankiel's arm. But you know, that situation, I think Hermida thought it was going to get down, and instead of being back to where he could tag up and advance, we talked about it. This is so deep out there that even if you stay right at the bag, that if the ball gets down, you probably are going to still score. There's what you're talking about, how it jets back to 434. It was more straightaway center, where it's a 404 or so.
2-0 on Paulino, with Miller the pitcher on deck. First and second, 2 outs. Outstanding play by Ankiel. That wall has got a little give out there too. Watch Ankiel once again.
A little easier because he's going back like this. He can feel the change of the surface. He looks to see where he is. Now he's on the rubberized surface, and he knows that wall is close. But he did not hesitate and did not stumble.
You got to figure it's in the back of his mind with some of those plays that he's had already in right field near the sidewall, out center, out at this ballpark. That horrific injury's got to be in the back of your mind.
You hope it's not, but it's human nature that it'd be hard for it not to be.
Sure would. A 3-1 pitch. Paulino is swinging a miss. Good breaking ball on 3-1 there from Wellemeyer.
Well, he's got the real good slider that, to a right-handed batter, you can throw it and you're not worried about, where it goes. But you turn around and put a left-hander there. Now you throw that slider down and away. Well, it's coming right into him, and if it's a little bit off, it hits him.
Here's a 3-2 pitch. And a line shot into left field. A run will score to make it 3-1.
Runners going on the 3-2 out pitch, and so it cost a run by allowing it to get into a running count.
And another 2-out RBI.
That ball just sat there, just a spinner, where he threw the good slider, he got the swing and miss. When he threw the spinner, the frisbee pitch, it sits there and he gets the base hit, RBI.
And the thing is, too, on 3-1, the very good slider, that 3-2 pitch wasn't the good slider. In the back of his mind, he's got to be saying, he's got to be kicking himself, because if he puts that in the dirt, now he's dealing with the pitcher with the bases loaded. You've got to feel that you can get out of the jam.
You're thinking, and we wonder what Wellemeyer's thinking. That's why, it becomes a very predictable pitch that you're going to get a breaking ball in that situation too.
Exactly. So a run scores, and the Marlins have added to their lead. It's 3-1. How did he become the Mad Hungarian? Here we go. Back in 1974, this date in history brought to you by Schnucks. Al Hrabosky stood at the back of the mound, meditated for a few moments, pounded his glove, turned around, and ascended the mound with a scowl on his face. The Mad Hungarian was born. Now, you explained it, Al.
I hate that one. That wasn't too good.
How did this happen?
Well, it was because I was going back to the minor leagues. I was the closer and just had a horrible start to the '74 season. And I remember that game, against the Dodgers, and it said I was born in that one. I struck out Pachorik, but really what happened is I remember facing Garvey earlier in that inning and going over a mental scouting report on Garvey. Didn't have the good fastball, so I concentrated on where I wanted to spot the ball, mental projections, kind of giving myself a little pep talk. And it was just like a light bulb, turning on a light bulb. I threw the ball exactly where I wanted, and I got him out, and then it was Pachorik that, as the story goes along, it said it struck him out on 3 pitches to end the game. So I remember it was against the Dodgers in that June day.
Slowly hit to short. LaRue retired for the first out as we start playing here in the 5th. Visit On the Run at mobile locations now through July 4th. to purchase raffle tickets to win a game-used autographed Cardinals road jersey from Jackie Robinson Day. You can be the winner of the Pujols jersey and 2 party room tickets against the Dodgers in July. Did you tell your teammates that you were going to do this, or just start up?
I just, it just at the moment I just pulled it out of my hat. I did a variation of it in the minor leagues as a starting pitcher. As they took my final warm-up pitches and threw the ball, if they threw the ball around the horn, I kind of walked back a little bit, waiting to get it from the third baseman, but took it to a little different level when.
A little?
Yeah.
I like how I had to read it off the screen. It said meditated.
It was controlled hate mood.
Okay, so that was your meditation. That was your way of saying that you were meditating.
Yeah, it was my way of saying I was going to get you out.
And a ground ball hit to short. Littlemeyer is retired.
It's not too confusing when you throw 99.9% fastballs.
Just spot your fastball.
And I had a very, herky-jerky motion that was hard to pick up. I could spot the ball in all 4 spots. And I had terrific movement to it. I had a natural cutter. And a lot of times a right-handed batter, you throw that pitch and they would see it start outside, and it would just run in on them, and they'd jam themselves. But then when I started letting people know about my sanity or lack of, I wanted a hitter to come to the plate saying I've got a wife and 2 or 3 kids at home. This guy's psychic, or he says psycho. He's crazy. I'll be careful with him and get 2 hits off the starter. And I'd say thank you very much.
1 ball, 1 strike. What did Gibson say when you started doing that?
Nobody really minded as long as they got people out.
But then when you didn't?
But the best part, best part was the story that Red has told me. And Red was the manager. He's in a meeting with Bing Devine, the Cardinal general manager, and Bing was all excited about it. Said, "Oh, this is great, the crowd reaction. This is great and everything." Red goes, "Wait till he loses about a foot or 2 off that fastball and see how great it is." And that's what happened.
And Barden swings and misses. 6 strikeouts for Miller, and a 3-1 Marlins lead. So we turn now to the Affleck trivia question. Who won the 1975 Fireman of the Year honors?
Affleck!
The Mad Hungarian himself, Arabaski. Do people still come up to you and ask you about it? The whole thing, the going behind the mound, hitting the glove.
Most of those people are dead.
Not many. I think the younger players don't know about it. Some of the younger fans, they see video like that, they go, "Oh yeah, I remember Al was doing that."
I've had guys in the big leagues, Orlando Merced. He was in the league for 10 years, and he always was cordial, always spoke to me and everything like that. But then in his 10th or 11th year, he goes, "I know who you are now."
Well, maybe you didn't have the facial hair going, Al.
Well, it didn't matter. It was the trademark going behind the mound is what he remembered. He didn't remember anything else.
You got to see how you get ready for a telecast.
Don't tell any trade secrets, Dan.
People get out of the way. It's scary at times.
And I appreciate how much counseling you give to me to be nice to people.
Here's Chris Coughlin.
There's our buddy Jasper. Something's wrong with him. He doesn't have a phone attached to his ear.
Here's a 1-2 pitch. 2-2. And normally Jasper is located in our perch up here, and we hear him more than we hear ourselves.
It is true, Jasper. Just admit it.
Here's a 2-2 pitch. Brendan Ryan gobbles it up. He's at second base today. Let's check in with Jim. And I know, Jim, you had a chance to visit with Ryan Franklin.
Yeah, one of the casualties of the way things have gone for the Cardinals is Ryan Franklin. Great season as a closer, 13 saves, an ERA of just a shade over 1. But he's not getting a lot of usage lately. Since June 2nd, when he got save number 13, just one inning. Tony La Russa told me before the game he plans to get Franklin some work today regardless of the situation, guys.
Bonifacio, the switch hitter, and Jim had a chance to visit with Blake Hawksworth yesterday. Nice play by Barden, safe at first. And Jim, interesting story. Blake was born in Canada. Great effort there from Barden. And then moved to the United States, and he talked about how emotional it was for him, as we see the replay of Barden, to make it to the major leagues. Not just for him, but for his family as well.
I assume that they say that he pulled him off. Be a base hit, and Bonifacio leads the National League with now 7 bunt base hits.
Looked to be out on that play, but it was interesting, wasn't it, though, Jim, to hear him talk about the emotions of that day?
Yeah, because, you know, he had battled some injuries to make it back into the picture of being among the guys that would be called up. So when he finally got the call, he said the first call he made was to his mom, and she started crying, and he said he started crying too.
Base hit into right. Bonifacio on his way to third. And it's first and third now for Hermida. Thanks, Jim. And only one out. We're in the fifth, and the Marlins trying to add to this 3-1 lead. Stop by the Westin and enter to win your chance to catch pop flies and win great prizes. For complete details, visit westin.com. 621-2000, the number to call. It is a byproduct of this losing streak and non-save situations. Franklin just isn't pitching.
And you know, people say, oh, you know, you just throw down there and you just keep sharp. No, you can't. It's impossible to stay sharp for game ready, and that's why Tony concerned about it. And no matter what the case, he's going to get him an inning to work. You end up finding out that you're instead of trying to defeat a batter, you're trying to just throw strikes.
That's what two cases, you know, really outstanding for the Cardinals. Thompson, all that time off, came in, pitched well as a starter. And, of course, Carpenter missing all that time. 35 days he was out. 2 balls and no strikes on Hermida, who has singled and scored back in the fourth and popped out to second.
No activity. Cardinals will have the off day on Monday, so we can see a window.
That's pulled foul.
We've got probably a long weekend there's a home run, a walk-off home run, first of Hermida's career, that beat the Cardinals the first game of the series. Home run last night.
And Hermida this season now with 7 total. He's driven in 26, and a 2-1 pitch from Wellemeyer. Shallow center. Will it get down? It will. In front of Ankiel. Little blue base hit to make it 4-1. 3 consecutive hits. A bunt base hit. Bonifacio, Helms a base hit, and now a bloop off the bat of Hermida.
After showing a couple bombs, and you see him get up underneath one, but just no room. Rick comes in charging hard, just never got there. You have to respect his power. He only has 7 home runs, and we showed you 2 of them in the last two games.
Dan Uggla, 4-1 Florida.
Still no activity in the Cardinal bullpen. Wellemeyer is thrown 76 pitches. Some tough games in Cleveland. That's helped to have Carpenter going on Sunday night.
They've really been a disappointment in my mind this year. A lot of people thought they were going to be much better. They're 26 and 35.
They have 6 guys on the disabled list, 6 or 7.
Out at second, on to first, and the turn there by Brendan Ryan, and he's limping off the field. But a nice turn by Brendan. Sixth inning rolls in, and baseball today is brought to you by AT&T. Switch to the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world delivered. And by the double cheeseburger extra value meal, now just $2.99 at McDonald's. Todd Wellemeyer, his emotions coming off the field following the second double play turn by the Cardinals today.
Tried to throw his glove, and Tony was in the way. And
don't do that. Here's Brendan Ryan. Brendan in the leadoff spot today. 1, 2, and 3 for the Cardinals. Here's that off-speed pitch. Brendan has popped out to short, fly to center. Miller really in a groove right now. Last base hit for the Cardinals came in the first inning.
13 in a row. He's retired.
And struck out 6. 3 hits allowed. All coming in the first inning.
First inning, got the hits, and then all of a sudden settled in here and pitching a heck of a ball game.
Sure is.
Fastball in.
1-2 the count. I saw Brendan limping off the field on the turn at second base. A nice turn.
Yeah, it looks okay now, but you know, this the one thing that the Sky Report showed in the video that Miller didn't have a lot of command with his breaking ball, and when he tries to get inside with his fastball, he just doesn't get there. And apparently he's got enough to where he's handling the Cardinals easily.
1-2. And that is pulled foul. One ball and 2 strikes. And a chopper hit up the middle, backhanded by Ugla. Throws on the run, and he got him. Good play by Dan Ugla. He's not noted for his defense, but he robbed Chris Duncan last night and comes up with a fine play off the bat of Brendan Ryan. He was an all-star a year ago. Will he be an all-star again? Don't forget the all-star game in St. Louis, July 14th. And you can see that on Fox.
And don't forget to vote for your favorite Cardinal. And vote up to 25 times online.
Rick Ankiel. Dan Ugla, you might remember last year at Yankee Stadium, committed 3 errors in that game. And that's been one of the things the Marlins have tried to improve upon this offseason, is improving their defense.
Which doesn't help when you play 2 or 3 guys out of position.
You're right.
On top of it.
Second from the bottom defensively. That's the pitch that Ankiel struck out on his last time up. He's made a fine play defensively, though. Did that back in the 4th off the bat of Cody Ross. One and 2 the count. Ankiel hits it sharply into right field. And Rick is 2 for 3. What's on tap is presented by Bud Light. The difference is drinkability. Game 1 tomorrow night in Cleveland. It'll be the Cardinals and the Indians on Fox Sports Midwest tomorrow at 5:30. Our Bud Light What's on Tap.
And they broke a string of 14 retired Cardinals in a row. The base hit by Ankiel, and what great timing with Albert coming up.
Albert is 0 for 2. He is struck out and grounded out to second.
Cardinals have been out hit 10-4.
This series, it's been tough for him again. 1 for 10. He had 1 hit against Colorado in the 4 games in St. Louis. Al McRae, though, will tell you, the guy that they leave alone a lot is Albert Pujols. They say he knows his swing better than anybody.
Just help him with his drills.
3-0. Ludwig on deck. Turn him loose and hit it 500 feet.
We'll see how much confidence he has. That can he pitch around a walk here, or will he make a mistake on 3-0?
Pujols was swinging away. Boy, is there a guy that you'd rather see over Albert Pujols taking a bat in the major leagues? Not in my mind.
Nope.
Especially in spots like this, ahead in the count. See what kind of damage he can do. And he rips it down the left field line, and it is off the foul pole. He almost put a hole through it. Oh my goodness. A 2-run homer for Albert Pujols. Now, I'm not sure I've seen a harder hit ball. That is unbelievable.
It would be argued if you have or haven't.
Oh man.
Fatal mistake of falling behind and then still thinking you can get Albert out.
Pitch by pitch brought to you by Chevrolet.
Goes after him with a fastball down. And he throws a changeup. 2-0. He got 3-0, and then he fouled it off, and then at 3-1 hits this one. That went off the sidewalk. I thought it went off the screen. That went off the stadium there. Didn't you think it went off the screen?
I thought it was off the foul pole.
Yeah, but
from our vantage point, it looked like it did.
And it didn't look like the stadium fell down.
Either way, it was gone and out in a hurry.
This was hit quickly. Remember, McGuire hit one off of Rob Nen here that almost left the stadium. But that ball was crushed.
Watch out in that Cardinals dugout. Normal speed, blink of an eye.
It's only the second home run allowed by Miller. And didn't take long for him to hurt Jim Langer.
3 seconds is what the truck is telling us. The time it hit off the wall out there and left as Ludwig strikes out. But 7 today for Miller. You know, the one off the eye was pretty good, but this one, my goodness.
Yeah, 19 home runs now, 53 RBIs, and the Cardinals within a run of tying this game.
Four to 3. I don't think I've ever seen a ball hit that hard. I'm trying to think, some with McGuire, maybe some with Pujols. Be hard pressed to think of.
Be hard pressed, or you know, if it's not the hardest, it's right there with them.
Man, oh man. Hal saying, yeah, that's exactly how we drew it up.
Said he hadn't had the command of his fastball at times. It was supposed to be a fastball away. It did go bye-bye.
Stabenoa's 1 for 2. 2-out base hit to get the Cardinals on the board. That was back in the first. 3-1 into center field. His second base hit. 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Well, if you're Andrew Miller, you've got to put it behind you, but those are the kind that you'll remember the rest of your life when you give up one like that to Albert Pujols.
Unfortunately. As I said, he's a young pitcher that keeps the ball in the ballpark. Didn't allow very many last season. That was only the second one this year. He did spend some time on the disabled list with a right oblique muscle strain. Nobody warming up, so it's just Mark Wiley trying to get him through this 6th inning. Came back and he got Ludwig on the strikeout, but loses Stabenoa.
Here's A.J. Pujols. He's got a Yadier Molina haircut. Tyler Green into shallow center. Cardinals are through here in the top of the 6th, but Albert Pujols launches one. Cuts a lead to 4-3. Cardinals trail 4-3 here in Miami. Bottom of the 6th rolls in. Well, for all you Cardinal fans headed to St. Louis for the next homestand against Detroit, make the most of your visit to St. Louis. ExploreStLouis.com. Restaurants, museums, shops, festivals. All just a touch of a button away. Albert Pujols with a 2-run homer. And it's 4-3.
I've got to really watch Wellemeyer, and I don't know if I can afford to let him get himself into a jam and try to work his way out. He's already allowed 10 hits.
A 2-0 pitch by Wellemeyer. Ross Glode, Cody Ross, and Ronnie Paulino.
Phone ringing in the Cardinal bullpen, and activity for the Marlins and theirs. Kyle McClellan, who got yesterday off, where he was awfully good first game of this series.
2 scoreless innings. That is hammered down the right field line. Will it stay fair? And it is a fair ball and a home run. 5-3 Marlins.
Second home run of the day for Gloat. 3rd RBI. And the Cardinals battle back within 1. Now they got to do some more fighting. They're down by 2. Wellemeyer just can't get these left-handers out, and another pitch right in the wheelhouse of a left-handed batter. Down and in is not a good location. Now Trevor Miller gets up. First multi-homer game in Ross Glode's career. I believe Kiko Calero, former Cardinals, warming up for the Marlins.
Popped up and out of play. Cody Ross 1 for 2 and a single back in the 2nd inning. You always make those mental notes about trying to shut down the opposition after you score.
You have to, but right now it's just been a battle for Wellemeyer.
The 1-2 pitch.
Good pitch
and he
there.
got him. Breaking ball froze him, and for Wellemeyer, that's his first strikeout here today.
Butler here is kind of backs up a little bit. Fools Cody Ross and gets the first strikeout.
Paulino hits it high in the air down the right field line. Ludwig over and out of room.
for Ludwig as he is well off the right field line. Bunching Paulino in the outfield.
0-1 pitch. Now 0-2. The seventh, the Cardinals will have Willemeier's spot due up second. So Glode with 2 home runs here today. Florida with a 5-3 lead. Big gap into left center field. Brendan Ryan's on the outfield grass at second base. Yeah. 2-2 the count on Paulino, the former Pirate.
So he's pulling off pitches.
And the sets up outside. Popped up. Brendan Ryan will make the catch. So there's 2 outs.
Talking about left-handed batters, love the pitch down and in. Even if they bail out, the sweep part of the bat comes right with them. So that is the most dangerous spot you can throw. A left-handed batter is down and in. And you can see the first home run down and in. It was supposed to be away. And then if you look at the second home run by Glode, you see it's just maybe a little bit higher, but it's still on the inner part of the plate, right there down, drop the bat head, and just they have that natural arc in their swing, and it just connects.
Andrew Miller batting for himself here with Calero still throwing in the bullpen.
Interesting, huh?
Yes, it is. Much longer do they want to go with their young lefty?
And Kiko Calero has been a very valuable weapon for Freddie Gonzalez. He leads the league in appearances with 33.
And the same as he was with the Cardinals. Slider after slider. Does a couple of different variations of it, but they say he's been tough.
And they've been trying to really monitor him and keep him fresh, but they said every time they get into a game situation, he matches up so well against the upcoming batters. They've had to use him, and he's really done a good job for him.
Miller, a ground ball to second. Willemeyer gives up the home run to Glode. He's due up second, and the Cardinals trail 5-3 as we head to the 7th. Day baseball here on Fox Sports Midwest, and the Cardinals trailing 5-3. A look at the home run swings. 2 by Glode, the other one by Albert Pujols. Nearly put a hole in the wall in the stadium with that home run. A 2-run shot for Albert. That's number 19. RBIs 52 and 53, and Glode would hit another. And that's your Infinity game recap on a hot afternoon here in Florida. LaRue in Willemeier's spot. And Brian Barden, Chris Duncan has moved to the on-deck circle. I'd like to see them try to measure the distance of that Pujols home run. Nearly hit it into the upper deck. It was going in about 150 miles an hour. I did not hear a distance. Here's a 1-1 pitch. LaRue smokes it into left center field. That's going to get down. The tying run again will come to the plate, and this time in the form of Duncan. So LaRue with a double.
I mentioned Jason's been a very good offensive player, and we know how well he handles the pitching staff. And now Duncan looks like he's being called back. And Schumacher will come up here. Kiko Calero's now back up and throwing, but Schumacher will hit.
So runner at second base, Skip Schumacher will be the hitter. And Schumacher will pinch hit. And Barton is on deck. Leadoff double for LaRue. So lefty-lefty matchup here.
I think only every batter on the bench, with the exception of Molina, is left-handed. The way Kobe Rasmus is swinging the bat, you save him for an opportunity against a right-hander.
Well, you're hoping he can drive him in, reach base, but you're also hoping that he at least pulls the ball. Here's an 0-2. Good block in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Not the best matchup for a lot of the left-handed batters. Miller possessing the breaking ball and the changeup.
And a swing and a miss by Schumacher. We might think of Duncan in that spot because he could tie it up with 1 swing of the bat.
Right.
And the fact that he can pull the ball.
But I think that's it. It's the last batter that Miller's going to face. You're going to bring in Kiko Calero, so you have Duncan and Rasmus with the opportunity to hit against a right-hander.
So Kiko Calero will come in for Miller, who strikes out 8. And his afternoon is through. Chevy called to the bullpen. Here's Kiko Calero. Right-hander that was very good for the Cardinals. Part of the Mulder deal that sent him to Oakland. Now he's in Florida, and it's a 5-3 Marlins lead. Top of the 7th, and here comes Chris Duncan.
This way it guarantees that he's going to hit against a right-handed pitcher. You see the 33 appearances. This will be 34. Leads the major leagues. Opponents are batting 172 against Kiko. Righties 152, lefties 212. No home runs against. And he has a nasty slider that we can remember very well.
Tying run at the plate. That's fouled back.
Starting him out with a fastball. Kiko's also been very good in not allowing inherited runners to score. Only 6 of 23 inherited runners would come around.
And an 0-1 pitch to Duncan. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Biggest crowd of the series here the afternoon on the finale.
Over 19,000 here today. And Duncan hits it down the right field line, but pulls it foul.
There's a slider that didn't have the same bite that we're accustomed to seeing.
Caught that in his hat.
Tony La Russa wannabe.
Tony always catching those foul balls in his cap.
Or attempting.
Better put. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cardinals have been out hit 11-7 in this game, trail 5-3. Duncan, little check swing to stay alive. On the road, Chris Duncan has been much better. 387 with runners in scoring position, extra base hits. He's got 14. Slugging percentage of .554. This season he's been much better on the road.
It's hard to figure that, isn't it?
Figure he'd be more comfortable at home.
Sure.
And this is outside 2-2. It's a pitch to take.
Backdoor the breaking ball, and it appeared it might be a little high, but as you said, that's a tough pitch to rely on the umpire's decision, and it does go around the plate. Two sliders he's thrown in this at bat haven't been very good.
2-2 pitch. That's another one that was hanging.
Yep. Well, Kiko last year, you know, started the season on the disabled list with a torn right rotator cuff. He was with Oakland. Signed a minor league contract with the Marlins. Go into spring training.
And Duncan gets into this one, but out to right. That'll hang out there for Hermida. Catch made. LaRue back to second. So it's up to Brendan Ryan.
I mentioned Brendan came into the action batting .326 from the leadoff spot. Last night was in the 9th spot, and he had his first 4-hit game of his career. Drove in a run last night. The Cardinals sure would love to see him drive in his 7th run right here. How about his first home run of the year? Think this would be a good time for it?
Oh, yeah. And that pitch in the dirt. So runner at second is LaRue. 1 ball, no strikes, and 2 outs.
Start him off with a slider.
First home run was at Shea Stadium. In the career of Brendan Ryan, one of his highlights.
Pretty good slider there, and he doesn't get the call from Charlie Relaford, the crew chief. Makes a big difference, but hadn't been able to throw a slider, really a good one. And there he throws a good one, but doesn't get the call.
And he gets the call there on the outside corner.
Repeat of been 3 sliders. First one that the umpire calls a strike.
Two and two with 2 outs and a runner at second.
We saw a lot of that from Kiko as he was part of the Mark Mulder trade. I wonder how Mulder's doing. You know, last time I heard, he was worked out with a javelin thrower, trying to redesign his arm slot.
2-2. Valero gets the strikeout. This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the St. Louis Cardinals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the St. Louis Cardinals. Our Chevy called to the bullpen. It's Trevor Miller after Todd Wellemeyer gave up 5 runs in his 6 innings of work. And Brett Carroll will be the hitter to start play here at the bottom of the 7th. Cardinals had the tying run at the plate, but couldn't bring him in after that leadoff double.
Trevor's done a very good job tying left-handed batters. 143 average. Carroll, who was the star against Randy Johnson. He nearly hit for the cycle and got his first major league home run, and he got his first career 3-hit game and first career 3 RBI game.
In that same game, he hits nearly for the cycle, and they almost have a no-hitter. That was lost in the 7th inning.
Well, the guy making his major league debut, West, struck out 15 in that game.
And a check swing. A strikeout of Carroll. That's how we start this bottom of the 7th.
And go back as you see the last pitch, breaking ball on the outside and a weak attempt by Brett Carroll. Things have really changed when you get a guy like Brett Carroll gives a young veteran like Hermida the pie in the face after the game winner the other night. Miller, or Brett Carroll's been here all of since May 27th. Feeling his oats after he hit his first big league home run.
Bonifacio, a bunt base hit. Twice he has flied out to center and shoots that one foul. So they play a day game here, and they announce a crowd of over 19,000. Much bigger than the previous 2 nights.
By about a third. And they are going to Toronto, so it benefits their ball club having to get away day game.
It's one of those things you look at interleague play and you wonder, Blue Jays, Marlins.
Oh, it just looking to buy a ticket.
Go up north. Front row seat for Roy Halladay. You know, they've got those 2 guys that have seats right behind the plate. That,
the umpires?
Yeah, the umpires. 2 fans addressed as umpires.
The wannabes.
They crack me up.
They do that all the time now. I remember seeing it a couple weeks ago.
I've seen it twice now.
Showed an awful lot of those 2 individuals.
2-2 is a fly ball out to center. And Keel backs up a few steps to make the catch. And there's 2 outs.
His 3rd fly ball out in the day.
And all 3 to center.
And the one time he bunts, he gets a base hit.
Wes Helms has twice flied to right and singled as well. Gap into left center field. First pitch by Miller is a strike. Trevor has had his family with him as he resides in the Tampa area. Quickly 2 strikes. Helms has been around for a long time, it seems like.
Yep.
2 for 2 against Trevor in his career.
In Atlanta and Milwaukee.
One of the guys that always seemed to be around when they were winning championships, Jeff Conine.
Saw Jeff the last couple days, as he dresses out and doing a little television work after post game.
Schumacher puts it away. Good inning by Trevor Miller. Five to 3, the Marlins lead the Cardinals as we move to the top of the 8th. Home Depot defensive play of the game. And an outstanding play by Ricky Ankiel in the 4th inning, takes a hit away. The Home Depot doing more on defense. And this is Nunez, who is a hard thrower. Picked him up in the Mike Jacobs deal. He's been their setup man. This will be his 32nd game of the season, a record of 2-2. Opponents hitting well below 200 against him at 173. Rick Ankiel, Albert Pujols, and Ryan Ludwig. Ankiel, 2 runs scored today, pair of base hits. And the first pitch is a strike. Rasmus on the bench today, so Ankiel gets the start in center field. Looking more comfortable at the plate.
Very much so. And you could see it the last couple games on the homestand that he was making better contact.
Strike 2.
A little bit deceptive is Nunez, as he's from the Dominican, 25 years of age. He was with Kansas City prior to coming here to the Marlins. Arms and legs, and then it just kind of all whips at the end. A distraction to the hitter.
Lindstrom, their closer, they've actually turned it over to Nunez a couple of times as Franklin is getting loose in the Cardinal pen. As Jim said, he will get work today. 1-2. Ankiel into center. Will it drop? It will. Base hit. Tying run comes to the plate, and Albert Pujols.
Well, that's, Tony would much rather know that he's got a 9th inning to bring in Franklin, but if you're going to get him, you got to warm him up for the 8th inning when you're trailing by 2. But as you said, now Albert represents the tying run at the home plate.
Pujols homered today, 1 for 3 with a 2-run shot.
319, 19 home runs, 53 RBIs.
And that pitch down and in. Well, he really whips it towards the plate.
Right.
Hardy's prime cut of the game. Pujols home run.
Should get more than just one prime cut. That was a blast. You saw Duncan pop up to say, like, wow, how hard did he hit that one?
Two balls and no strikes.
Really have to concentrate on the release point. You know, a guy that has all this movement, and you know how you've got to make a split-second decision whether you're going to pull the trigger, swing or not. That when you see it, and you don't pick up the ball until it's already left the hand and get it halfway, then that fastball looks even greater, even greater velocity.
Well, he was swinging on 3-0 last time up.
Oh, he's got the green light. He just, why would you not?
Every time.
Right. Just be selective and get your pitch.
Ludwig is on deck. That one caught Paulino. So the umpire will give him a little bit of time. Home plate umpire Charlie Rutherford. Three and 1 to count. Well, Paulino had seen plenty of Pujols with Pittsburgh.
Hey, he's put down a lot of wrong fingers.
He sure has. A lot of decisions where you say, what are we doing?
Hey, you don't blame it. You know, it's not the pitcher's fault. It's the catcher put down that wrong finger.
No fat pitches.
Fastball away. Look out.
Oh, right on it again. 3-2.
I wonder at times why catchers even give location. Used to be able to say, well, the guy's ball moves so much, you know, don't give location, just sit down the middle. But they give location and rarely do they hit their spot. Changeup. Didn't want it. Fastball away.
A 3-2 pitch instead. A check on the runner at first, Ankiel.
I'd think about that again too, wouldn't you?
Yes.
That young gunslinger thinks he can throw it by the sheriff.
Good luck. We've just seen him too much.
Changeup will going to be the best pitch, but he's going to go with a fastball.
And he walks Pujols. Well, so many times out, you've seen that a guy's tried to overthrow in that spot, and it looked like Nunez was trying to do that there.
I will disagree with you, Dan.
Oh yeah.
Not that he was. That it looked like it was a prime example of somebody trying to overthrow.
And here come the Cardinals now with 2 runners on.
And you know what? When you rear back and really try to let it go like that, you use a lot more energy, but the ball doesn't go any faster.
And no movement.
Most of the time it straightens out. The ball jumps out of your hand when you're nice and relaxed.
Ludwig with a base hit today. Hits one out of play.
A little better swing right there. This could be a good matchup. I think Ludwig's going to see something hard. He's in this game right now to where he's 1 for 3 with a couple strikeouts. There's Rasmus on deck.
Last home run was against Colorado for Ludwig. Tying runs are on. He represents the go-ahead run. All-star year ago. Takes a pitch low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. And he has been looking a little closer to getting back to normal.
Yeah, it's just so close. The other day he was taking batting practice after the game. Saw him in the cages early. And no hitting on the field, but the Cardinals hit in the cage.
And Ludwig swings and fouls it back for strike 2, and that's 96 coming in from this right-hander.
Yeah, a little better swings than these 96. Always thought him to be a low ball hitter.
Average at 233 from Ludwig. 9 home runs, 29 RBIs.
Get him to get a game-winning hit.
Rasmus has moved to the on-deck circle. So far with Nunez, the one pitch he's had a little success with has been the fastball, but he's not locating his breaking stuff at all.
So he's got a little spinning slider and a changeup. Good ball, slider showing. Changeup would, probably a pretty effective pitch for him. It looks like he's got that 10, 11 mile an hour variance in his fastball, but he doesn't have a lot of confidence in it. Lino keeps on calling it and doesn't throw it.
Ludwig up the middle. That's a base hit. And it gets away from the center fielder. Pujols can just walk on home. Ludwig on his way to third. They're going to wave him in. Now they'll hold him up. Oh, my goodness. This game is tied at 5-5.
If you could script it, you would have had the base hit, a key base hit from Ludwig. You probably wouldn't put Cody Ross in there to make a crucial error. But there's the ball down. Good swing, stays right on it. Cody Ross, who they rave as being a very good defensive player, makes a critical error. Allows this game to be tied. And look at Ludwig gets all the way over to third base. Nobody out. It's another reason why you have to. Took a little hop, comes up on him, and gets all the way back to the wall. And now with Rasmus, arguably the Cardinals' hardest hitter, you got something going. Now we get Reyes warming up. Franklin sits down.
You've got a bunch of cracks at this one, too. It's a 5-5 game, runner at third and nobody out. Oh, did the Cardinals need a break like that? Ball was smoked off the bat of Ludwig. You could see in the replay, it took a little bit of a nasty hop with the center fielder, but he's got to keep that in front. And that's quickly strike 2 on Rasmus, trying to extend his 9-game hitting streak.
I don't know. He probably just gave 1 RBI, and the other scored on the error. Probably just a single, too. But who cares about that? It's all about Kobe Rasmus now.
0-2. Rasmus chops one right side. Base hit. Cardinals lead it 6-5. Rasmus delivers on an 0-2 pitch.
Well, his bullpen has been very good for the Marlins, but they've thrown the most innings in the National League, and that'll take its toll in the second half of the season. But right now, Cardinals having a little bit of fun against Nunez. These guys on the bench are happy. 13 runs last night, 6 runs now, and nice come from behind, take advantage of mistakes.
Here's Tyler Green. And that extends the hitting streak for Rasmus. Let's see if the Cardinals, with this young pitcher getting unnerved, would want to steal a base here with Rasmus. Keep applying the pressure. And a swing and a miss at 97 with that pitch. Tyler Green hitting .276. As we talked about, and we've seen it with Mott, you have to have that secondary pitch.
You've got to have some movement.
Rasmus has put the Cardinals on top again, 6-5. They led 1-0 in the first inning. Trailed in 2-1 after 2 and trailed throughout this game until this point. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cardinals 0-22 record this season when trailing after the 7th. That may change today. Bringing in a high fly ball into right. Rasmus halfway between first and second. The catch made. What an inning here for the Cardinals. Single, a walk, a single. Another single by Rasmus, and now the fly out by Tyler Green, and in steps LaRue. Sometimes a game like this, if you hold on, really jumpstarts you.
Absolutely. One time, Andrew Miller, who retired 14 in a row, allowed his teammates to come from behind and go ahead. Almost threw that ball away.
And would you run here with LaRue at the plate? Certainly a double play candidate. You know my answer. I'm always running.
You run till they tag you out.
That's right. Tess Paulino, they stole 2 bags off him last night. You're thinking along those lines. Pitch out. Cardinals staying put with Rasmus at first. So a costly error in center field following the base hit by Ludwig led to 2 runs. Allowed Ludwig to advance to third. He's driven in by Colby. One ball, 1 strike. Another thing too, with a guy that throws this hard, would you think about the hit and run and try to guide it into right?
I don't know if he has good enough command.
That's a good
Does
point.
he throw enough strikes where you feel that, with Rasmus's speed, you don't need a lot of protection. Obviously, just they have major concerns about the running game. And a lot of times when you do that, that pitcher splits his concentration and he doesn't have good effort to home plate, and the batter has a better way of getting a hit that way too.
Ooh, up and into LaRue, and he'll hit the deck. 2 balls and a strike. He's
just diving out over the plate, and there you see the ball just take off and run up.
Well, LaRue had shaved today, too.
Maybe it's the second one.
2-1 the count. Schumacher on deck. 2-2. Some of these swings you see LaRue is right on the pitch and just missing. You see that fouled straight back. Two and two the count. LaRue a base hit up the middle. Rasmus stops at second base. That's 4 base hits and a walk allowed, and now Freddie Gonzalez will make that long walk out to the mound. The lefty Meyer's been getting loose. It's a big 8th inning here for the Cardinals. That's it for Nunez. Meyer coming in, and he'll face Schumacher when we come back. Here's Skip Schumacher, the second baseman, 6-5 in the top of the 8th. The Cardinals have picked up 3 runs here in this inning. Dan Meyer, the only lefty that they have in their bullpen, will take over. We saw that the Cardinals trainer Barry Weinberg went out to visit with Colby Rasmus. We assume everything's fine. He's still in the ball game running at second base.
Yep. And Meyer made his major debut back in '04 at New York. He was claimed off of waivers from the Oakland organization last year. He was actually very good ERA, or excuse me, batting average against at 165, and lefties are 205, righties 135.
Runners at first and second, 1 out. Schumacher came in midway through this game.
Meyer's still looking for his first major league win, and been pitching at this level since '04. He's 0-6.
1-0 pitch to Skip. Hits it on the ground, and that is a fair ball. They'll step on the bag for the out. Runners advance. It's 2 big runners out there at second and third. This will be the 8th man to come to the dish for the Cardinals here in the 8th inning. Chris Duncan. Runners at second and third with 2 outs.
Duncan's second appearance since coming in this game as a pinch hitter.
Big at bat here.
Could be a big insurance.
And Duncan hits one into deep left center field. That'll stay in the ballpark near the track as the catch is made. Midway through 8, the Cardinals retake the lead. 6-5. Cardinals baseball on Fox Sports Midwest is brought to you by Budweiser, who thanks you for being a designated driver, and by Bank of America. Cardinals banking only at Bank of America. Cardinals have had Ryan Franklin up and throwing. This might be one of those cases that Franklin goes beyond just 1 inning to get a save.
Well, you got the first and third batters are left-handed, but you're absolutely right. Tony has great confidence in Franklin getting the left-handers out.
Left fielder now is Schumacher. Joe Thurston takes over at second base. Numbers by Denny Reyes this year. Opponents hitting just .230 against him. But you really look at how he's done against the lefties. That's when he's primarily used.
They're batting 171, 6 for 35. 1-run game. Everybody's got a chance to contribute in this one. Good come from behind win for the Cardinals. Another 11 hits after they had 18 last night.
Hermida showing bunt, takes a strike. Hermida with 1 swing of the bat could tie it up. He's showing bunt.
More for, I'm saying, to look, to watch. He's 2 for 3 off of Reyes.
Bermuda, Ugla, and Glow.
You just sit there and most time you'd say, please do bunt.
Absolutely.
Did get Tyler Green's attention. He kind of came in, but now with 2 strikes, he's back on the dirt, even with the third base bag.
Outfield is straight away. Little check swing. And he did not go. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're underway here in the bottom of the 8th. The Cardinals picked up a run in the 1st, 2 in the 6th, and 3 in the top of the 8th. Hitting .222 against those lefties, .289 against the righties. And that's a called 3rd strike. It's a good start for Reyes. Brings in Ugla.
They got some good, talented young players, but they've got some guys that just, there's a, hanging pitch right there. Doesn't get the location down and away, and he takes it for a called strike. And here's what you're talking about. Tony will go get Franklin with Ugla, who can hit a ball out of the ballpark, so you don't want Reyes facing him, and then he'll try and get the lefties and the ninth inning.
Bottom of the 8th, 1 out. Franklin coming in with nobody on. Well, the thing that makes Franklin very effective as a closer and in general as a pitcher, the fact that he can face righties or lefties and have very good success. His opponent's hitting just 154. It's an aspect of his game that a lot of people don't talk about. Ugla, first pitch, looks at a strike. Now Ugla's been seeing everything on the outside corner, and Franklin, when he's right, has pinpoint control. Concern going into this year was, would they overuse him too much? Wear him down. If he's not overused, he's very tough. Ugla in the air out to left. That might be one of those cases where he missed a spot there, but got away with it for the 2nd out.
And I think that happens a lot because Ugla's got home run happen. He leads the team in home runs. High percentage of his recent hits have been extra base where he's trying to launch the ball, and when you try to hit home runs, you make a lot of outs.
Blow to 2 home run day. 2 for 3. A 2-run homer in the 2nd. And a solo shot to start the bottom of the 6th.
That's a good splitter to combat him. And breaking ball backdoors it. Doesn't get the call, but Lowe just had 2 pitches up, down and in, just right in his wheelhouse that he connected off of Wellemeyer.
That's 2 balls and no strikes. You see that Franklin works from the first base side of the rubber. That's where Miller worked, a big lefty, but his landing point at 6'7", a lot different than what Ryan Franklin deals with here. Comes in, that mound is beat up. The 2-0 pitch. 2-1. The thing you love about Franklin, for the most part, if he's right, he'll go right at the hitter and doesn't waste any time.
Throwing strikes, but remember he needed some work because he had that layoff. Hasn't pitched since it's 4 days. That's usually, you don't like to do that as much.
Jim Hayes, what do you have on Ryan Franklin?
Well, he said that there's no way to replicate a game situation. Throwing on the side just doesn't do it for him. When he had his layoff like he's had, he said the concern for him is that he loses a couple of miles per hour of his velocity, but he looks pretty good today.
And Franklin there with a good breaking ball.
He's absolutely right. You'll talk to pitching coaches and they'll sit there and say, oh, my guy will stay sharp in the bullpen. He gets his work. It doesn't work that way.
2 outs, nobody on. 2-2. Let's see if he wants the splitter here to the lefty.
That's it right there.
Reach for and a base hit into center field.
As I said earlier, though, when you've had the time off, all your pitches don't have the same action. Because you're really, instead of free and easy and throwing them, you're trying to guide them because you're worried about throwing strikes. So, as long as you keep it in the ballpark, he's not going to give up 3 or 4 hits in a row. Got the second out. Forget about the base hit there and get Cody Ross.
Ross would love to atone for that play in center. That misses on the outside corner. And Franklin's a good example too, Al, of a guy that, as a closer, you don't have to throw 95, 96 or better, but if you have location and movement and can get both sides of the plate out, you can have success. That pitch was up.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Those pitches are not where he normally throws them. And that's why he needed some work, whether it was going to be a blowout or hopefully it'd be a save situation. But you just feel a little unarmed out there because you're trying to, you don't have the free and easy stuff. You're trying to worry about throwing strikes. His last save opportunity came back on June the 2nd.
1-1 pitch. Check swing. He went 1-2.
But now he's thrown, 10 pitches, and so you kind of get yourself back into there, and you feel like the competitive juices are going. It's a save situation. So from this point on, you start feeling like he's going to be armed. Want the fastball, but elevate it, trying to get him to chase.
Base hit into right on a 1-2 pitch.
Just totally missed location.
So 2 runners on, one of those in scoring position.
Remember, they wanted this one up and in. See where they give it, and they totally missed the location as it's up in the strike zone and out away from him, and he just went with a pitch, but missed location.
This might be a case here where you want to pinch hit with Ramirez, who was considered their franchise player, but because of the bat that hit Baker, the backup catcher today, in the head, you got to stick with Paulino.
Yeah, Baker got 6 stitches. Now they say he could catch, but they're more inclined to pinch hit him rather than catching him.
Paulino does have a base hit today and an RBI. We saw Ramirez in a key spot last night. Hanley Ramirez strike out against Wainwright with the bases loaded and the game still in the balance at that point.
Took the called strike. Fastball right down the middle. Guessing and guessing wrong.
1-1 pitch by Franklin. 0-2.
Well, Paulino only has 1 home run, but you do have to respect the fact that he could walk into a ball and drive it out of the ballpark. So the outfield has to play extremely deep. Any base hit to the outfield when this game is tied.
Load is the runner at second base. He's got him 0-2. He's been ahead in the count, Franklin, on the last 2 hitters and then lost him.
Just hadn't been able to execute, but I think he will against Paulino.
Paulino into center field, and Ankiel makes the catch. Takes a hit and an RBI away. And the Cardinals are still on top thanks to that play by Rick Ankiel.
Cardinals lead at 6-5 as we go to the 9th in Florida. Coming up after the game on the post-game edition of U.S. Cellular Cardinals Live. We'll compare Albert's bomb today with a Cardinal home run in Florida from the past. We'll take a look at the cleanup spot, and we'll have player reaction straight from the Cardinal clubhouse. It's all coming up after the game. For now, let's go back to Dan and Al. Guys.
Thank you, Jim. Here's Brian Sanchez to face Brendan Ryan. Seen Sanchez in the series. This will be his 10th appearance. No ERA, and opponents hitting .250 against him. Heck of a play by Ricky Ankiel, and he saves that base hit from falling.
Sanchez is dominant against left-handed batters, but struggle against righties.
Swing and a miss by Brendan.
Righties are batting .348 against him, and lefties .118.
We'll see Pujols come up one more time. Ryan, Ankiel, and Albert. 1, 2, 3 in the lineup.
Keep thinking about it.
1 ball, 1 strike. Brendan was robbed by the second baseman Ugla back in the 6th. Struck out in the 7th. He's popped out to short and also flied out to center. 1-1. Cardinals did this against Nunez in the 8th inning. Their setup man has been pretty reliable this year.
At the time you think you're unhittable, somebody will bring you back to earth, won't they?
Oh, yeah. Brendan loses the bat as he fouls it back. All the way to the backstop. Two and two the count. Brendan, being the class guy that he is, was saying he hopes the best for Khalil Green, but understands this has turned into quite an opportunity for him. 2-2 pitch. On the outside corner. Sanchez's spot will be due up first in the bottom of the ninth, and then Carroll and Bonifacio. Here's Ricky Ankiel. He's had a heck of a day. 3 hits, diving catch in center, and also that play against the wall. Well, those 3 hits, he's seen his average jump to 262. Well, in many ways, he just teases you, doesn't he?
And he has immense talent. He's just an extremely gifted athlete. Natural power. And he's got the great throwing arm. He runs well. He can be pitched to. But you make mistakes and he can hit them a long way.
1 ball, 1 strike. When you think about Albert Pujols' outstanding power that he possesses, and when he gets into one, Ricky Ankiel off the bat, he can hit him a long way.
Albert showed you his talent and how far he can hit him today.
Pujols has been on base twice, and his home run, a long shot, was back in the 6th. Here's a 1-2 pitch. He got him. Sanchez strikes out Ankiel. It's up to Pujols. Go back in case you're just joining us. Albert Pujols in the 6th inning. It took 3 seconds to get out. Nearly hit it into the upper deck.
It's hard to hit ball if you'll ever see.
They got out in a hurry. Pujols with his 19th home run. And Albert is committed to participate in the home run challenge, the home run derby. One-0 pitch to Pujols. Hits it a mile high. Called off by the left fielder, and the catch made. Ryan Franklin faces a pinch hitter, Carroll Bonifacio, when we come back. Back in Florida, the Cardinals trying to make it 8 straight series wins over the Marlins. Our Budweiser player of the game, Budweiser, the great American lager. And it's Ricky Ankiel, 3 for 5 with 3 runs. And also that diving catch last inning to save a run to keep this a 6-5 game, and also a play against the wall.
Ramirez will be the first man to face Franklin as he's trying to pick up a 5-out save. Would be number 14. And Dan, now that he's sat down a little bit, you expect him to have a little sharper stuff. But Freddie Gonzalez playing with a little bit of a short bench as he rests Ramirez to start this game. Cantu, his normal first baseman, out with a dizziness because of a reaction to his cholesterol medicine. And John Baker, his catcher, out with the 6 stitches above his left eye, the laceration they suffered in the first game of the series.
So you have Ramirez here, certainly a threat to hit a home run. He's 2 for 6 with a strikeout in his career against Ryan Franklin. And Ramirez hit 33 last year from the leadoff spot, and he's hit 8 already this season. Tremendous talent.
This is going to be fun because both clubs are going to have a chance to win this right down to the wire.
1 ball, 1 strike. You go back to the first pitch. Another pitch that was up and very hittable by Franklin.
It just goes to show you how tough it is to center a baseball.
Lidstrom is throwing in the Marlins bullpen, their closer. If we get to extra innings. 2-1 the count.
Harris leads all shortstops and home runs this year, and that's pretty much been the fact.
A 2-1 pitch. Fouled it back. Remember, it was Hermida with a walk-off home run in Game 1. The Cardinals won in a blowout yesterday. And a tight ball game here this afternoon. 6-5.
Harris leads the major leagues home runs, shortstops, and most home runs as a shortstop since '06. Also leads the majors in runs during that time frame.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
And that's okay when you miss your location up there. Sometimes you get a guy to swing through it, and he's not going to be able to hurt you with that pitch. He's going to pop it up or swing and miss. Slider. Look at the target down and away, trying to accentuate it.
And he struck him out on a 3-2 pitch.
Wasn't the location either.
Huge strikeout for Franklin.
So he's trying to get it down and away, and it's right down the middle, and not a lot of movement, but just enough. Now Cantu looks like he will pinch it here. Two best hitters are Ramirez and Cantu.
That's some thunder coming off your bench. Watching Franklin's reaction, looked like he knew he got away with one. But that happens. Cantu, a .280 hitter with 9 home runs, 43 RBIs. Bonifacio on deck. Breaking ball taken low and away.
And there are times when you throw a pitch exactly where you want it, make the perfect location, and a hitter that given day is a little bit better, and he crushes it. And other days, you know.
Out to deep left field, to the wall, and off the wall. Stays in the ballpark. Tying run at second base.
And there's other times when you throw a pitch and you cringe as you release it and you get a swing and a miss. That wasn't a swing and miss, as Cantu gets a fastball right in the middle of the plate and off the wall.
So we'll have a pinch runner. Diaza will pinch run. Alejandro Diaza, an outfielder, back up. So Cantu delivers with the double. And the tying run at second base.
They're down to John Baker now, their everyday catcher. Now, he can pinch hit, but he's out with that laceration still kind of swollen above his left eye. Took 6 stitches to close it. Remember, Bonificio's speed.
And they'd love him to be a slap hitter. And look how the Cardinals are playing this. Tyler Green is playing in on the grass and near the line. Brendan Ryan trying to keep the runner at second close. So a big gap over there between third and short. He just slap it the other way.
Well, he's hit. And that's the problem. He's having trouble slapping down on a ball. He's getting underneath it. He's got 3 fly ball outs to center field. And then the one time he hit the ball on the ground, he dropped down a bunt for his 7th and league leading bunt base hit.
Well, 1 pitch. Again, hits it in the air. Shallow. And Keel makes the catch, 2 outs. That is 4 fly ball outs to center off the bat of Bonificio.
Well, you just had to tell him that Whitey had a little deal with Vince Coleman. Every time Vince hit a ball in the air, he owed Whitey so much, and every time he hit it on the ground, Whitey why he would pay him back. Didn't take long before Vince realized that he was going to be hitting the ball on the ground.
And why not with that great speed, the quick track at Busch Stadium. 2 outs, runner at second base, 6-5. Cardinals lead it, 1 out away from winning the series and winning this ball game. Here's Wes Helms. Helms with a single back in the 5th. Twice he has flied to right and also grounded out to second. 1 home run this season for Wes Helms. 1-0 pitch. A little check swing. All the ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
1 against Franklin as Wes Helms earns his scoring position. You see his .304 average and all of his production. The 1 home run and all 11 RBIs.
Hermida is on deck if this game is extended. And that's in there for a strike.
Backup slider that gets a called strike.
The facial hair, they've been growing that off their chin, he and Mott, since first day of spring training.
I guess they did that Cardinal promotion with beards and liked it so much.
A 2-1 pitch.
That and their Billy Goat fans.
2-2. Mott said he has trimmed his. I'm not sure if Franklin has. Maybe just a little bit. One strike away.
I'll give you a good pitch. I'll get paid the big bucks. Come on.
Here it comes. Popped up. Is it playable for Albert? Near the seats. He's got it, and the Cardinals win it. 6-5, they hold on. And the Cardinals take the series, winning the final 2. Nice win for the Redbirds.
Big team win. Blew them out last night with the 13 runs and 18 hits. This is a good team win.
Post-game show is coming up. The Cardinals hold on for a 6-5 win.
Game is over. Cardinals come from behind win. First one we've seen this year after trailing following 7 innings. Jack Clark and I are here to bring you U.S. Cellular Cardinals Live. Jack, 2 nights in a row, 2 games in a row, I should say. Cardinals were able to score enough runs to win ball games.
And come from behind win. They haven't been able to do that. There's a lot of good pluses in there. You see a lot of better swings from Ludwig and Ankiel. Big bomb by Pujols. So good things going into Cleveland this weekend.
Certainly are. More on that coming up. Plus, after last night's offensive explosion, the Cardinals bats trying to keep those bats cracking. Could they stay hot in Florida? Todd Wellemeyer trying to break a 2-game losing streak. We'll talk about the Medallion and his outing. We'll take you back to Florida for player reaction and Tony La Russa's post-game comments as well. Plus, we'll get you ready for another round of interleague play. Yippee! Happy 76th birthday to the brilliant Gene Wilder. Come with me and we'll be in a world of pure imagination next on Cardinals Live.